Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
In association with ActionFigureJunkies.com. Check them out on Facebook.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Transformers figure, and it's from Titan's Return. It's Megatron and Doomshot. Now, I picked this up at my local Walmart. They had this guy on clearance for $13, which is cheaper than a deluxe figure, so I had to get it for the review channel. I really had no interest in getting it, but at that price, I really wanted to check it out because I don't have the Blitzwing, and it gives me a look at the mold, so this was an easy snag. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Megatron in the packaging, and it's basically the same kind of art we've been getting in the Titan's Return and now the Power of the Primes series. It was obviously $13 according to the clearance tag there, which is pretty good. It says Transformers Generations. We get a picture of Megatron's head launching off there, and it says it's from Titan's Return. There he is, and there's a little weapon piece, and the box is a little bit smashed, but that's okay because he's going to come right out of the package. So yeah, there he is. It says Transformers, it was on sale, and then there's the artwork. Artwork looks pretty cool. I definitely dig that. Titan's Return Megatron, and then here's the side of the packaging. Again, we get the artwork of Megatron's head launching off there. I do like how he's got the little swirlies from the old G1 style toy. I think that was kind of cool, so definitely neat. I am digging that. Really nothing down there. Side of the package just has a Decepticon logo. Back of the box says we go from robot to tank to jet, and then his head turns into a little robot, and then all of the Headmaster units can go on all of the different sizes. The other figures in this line was Trigger Happy and Optimus Prime, and then Six Shot. They also had Six Shot, but they didn't really have him on sale much. It was like 40 bucks. And I don't know, I'm on the fence on getting him. I just can't decide. If I can get him at a good price, I may pick him up. But yeah, there's a little write-up right there. If you want to pause and read this, you are more than welcome to. So yeah, there's that. And then there's all of that. So yeah, there it is. There's Megatron, head mode, tank mode, and then jet mode, and then here are the other figures in the wave. I've already reviewed Optimus Prime and Trigger Happy. If you want to see reviews on those, I will add a card in this video here. But that pretty much does it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Megatron out of box and see what we think. So here we have Megatron out of the packaging, and I gotta say, I don't like this figure. I know I paid like $8 for the figure, but I still don't even like the figure. There is all kinds of kibble going on this figure, and I don't mind that if it's a good figure, but this is not. And that's really disappointing because I kind of wanted to get the Blitzwing figure, but after having this mold, I don't even want to bother investing in it. In addition to the kibble, the plastic just feels really, really cheap, and it feels like things are going to break, especially like wings on the back and this turret right here. It just feels really, really, really cheap. Almost like KO type of plastic. And a lot of these parts just fall right off, especially these wing bits right back here. I have almost lost this piece, I don't know how many times, fiddling with it on my coffee table. And it's really just a shame. Now, as far as articulation goes on this guy, hopefully nothing falls off. The head does move back and forth. There's nothing going up and down. His arms do move up and down. They go out pretty far, which is nice. He's got a ratchet joint elbow. There's a mushroom peg to twist up there. Nothing at the hands. There's nothing at the waist. The legs kick really far up. They kick really far back. There's a mushroom peg right here. They do kick out pretty far. The knee joint is a single hinge, and then he has a hinge on his foot right there. And, well, that's pretty much it for the articulation. Now, of course, the main play gimmick for this line is the fact that these guys are all headmasters, including Megatron, which is very strange. But hey, why not? Let's go ahead and take a look at the gimmick and see what we got. So I'm going to pull Megatron's head off right here. Oh no! Get it to focus right there. There we go. So the head sculpt's not too bad. I do like it. I like the red eyes. To transform him, of course, you're just going to lift him up like this. And then here is our little headmaster dude. He's got a red body. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing spectacular, and to be honest, it's just, I don't know. It is what it is. It works, I guess, kind of, if I can get him back into, there we go, getting back into the slot. But, yeah, overall, it's an okay headmaster. It's definitely just going to stay in this mode up on my shelf. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, the head sculpt's not too bad. I really do like the sticker decal on the chest. It's very reminiscent of the old school Megatron, which is nice, and the color scheme's right. It's gray, it's black, and it's red. That's really about the best thing I can say about it. As it kind of rotates around, you can see all the different kibble. It is a triple changer, so I have to give it that, and the fact that it is going to have some kibble. The problem is the plastic all feels very cheap, and a lot of the parts just fall off like that, and that is highly, highly annoying. To be honest, I like the thing in the Megatron mode because, well, that's the best thing it's got going for it. Now, looking at the midsection of the figure, again, we got a lot of kibble hanging off the arms. It's a relatively solid figure in the fact there aren't a lot of gappage pieces, which is nice. I do appreciate that. Again, the color scheme looks good. I like the red and the black. He's got the nice fusion cannon, which is cool. I'm appreciative that they added that onto the figure. You know, the red on the knees looks good. He's got the black hands. Everything's pretty decently colorized. It's just that the plastic's so cheap and the joints can get very loose. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, he does have some nice big solid legs. I like the black and the gray. The toes look good. It stands very well because of the nice big thick feet, and there's no gaps going on the legs, which is really kind of surprising. To be honest, I expected those to be all hollowed out, but to my surprise, that is definitely one of the stronger bits to the aesthetic of the figure. For comparison, here we have a Megatron with the Titans Return Hot Rod, and the scale works pretty well for this, I think. I like the color pattern between the two, so that's kind of nice, and Megatron should be bigger than Hot Rod for sure. Unfortunately, that's about all this figure's got going for it. So here we have Megatron in his tank mode, and it's not a bad tank mode, but it's not the best either. I will say transformation is particularly annoying on this figure. It's not that difficult, but there are some parts where the instructions are impossible to figure out. I actually had to go to Bolt Matrix's video, and he did a really good job explaining what the problems were. Which kind of, we're going to move the little Doom Shot guy out of the way. It's a combination of two things. One, it's these knee pieces here, and if you look underneath, there are these little pegs that click into place. And what you have to do is you have to, when you assemble this, there's a swing piece inside. You have to go down, click into place, and then you have to worm it back up and make sure to peg those little tiny gray pegs into his knee slots. If you don't, this will not align correctly, and it just will not work. The other thing is these wing pieces right here. The instructions have them like hanging up. You actually want to fold them down a bit because you're going to align them up with these pieces. So the instructions are just blatantly wrong, which is annoying. And then there are hinge pieces here and here that you want to connect in so you can get these wings to snap into place here and here. And I will say that the wings snap so much better here. They are very tight and secure in this mode versus it sitting on his back and they're just going to fly off of his back. So that's pretty darn cool. That at least that fixed that. This is a very nice, compact and tight tank mode, so I do appreciate that. Now, one of the things I forgot to mention in the robot mode, there is a button. If you flip down, there's a button here that you can launch these pylons up here, just like the other Voyager figures in the Titans Return line, so just kind of FYI, that is there. You can take this gun piece here and mount it on the top, but that looks a little redonkulous. Or if you wanted to, you could plug it in here. Again, just kind of looks redonkulous. I don't particularly care for it. I like how it's got this little orange window up here, and then you can take your little headmaster guy, and he can actually mount and ride the tank like this, which is very, very cool. I do dig that. That is pretty fun, and there's just something very pretty about this orange plastic. I really, really do dig that. And then the tank turret actually rotates around. That's very, very nice, very, very cool. Overall, lots of really good detail. I will give it that. I like all the treads, all the little parts that are in there, all the sculpted molding, if I can get it to focus. There we go. Back. Not too terribly shabby. I don't like the thrusters up here. It would have been nice if maybe some of these wings could have folded in to hide those. But overall, I would say it's not too terribly bad of a tank mode. It does roll, so that is good. And yeah, there it is, Megatron as a tank. Which really makes more sense to me than him turning into a tiny little gun. And here we have Megatron in his jet mode, and it's okay, I guess. I definitely think the tank is a lot stronger of a mode. He definitely looks like Blitzwing, and I keep knocking this gun off down here. If I can get it to focus, let me back up just a hair. There we go. But yeah, it definitely, you can see Blitzwing. It's got the fusion cannon underneath of him, and that really is reminiscent of the Transformers animated Megatron, the helicopter type Megatron, which is kind of cool. I do dig that. I will say these pieces back here do not peg in very well at all. This piece likes to fall off when you pick it up and put it down. That is kind of annoying. And the stickers, I have to say, just kind of want to fall off all over the place, but I really do like the cockpit. I like how it's got the little tiny Decepticon logo right there. And then as far as this guy, he's obviously too big to fit into the cockpit, but you can take this piece here and you plug it in. Where do you plug it in at? Back here somewhere. Right here, I believe. Yep. Plug it in back here. Come on, guy. Get in there. But you plug it in the back so that he can sit there. I don't particularly care for that. I don't like the way that looks, so I just leave it off. And yeah, it's okay. It's not the greatest, but it's also not the worst jet mode, I suppose. So is the Transformers Titans Return Triple Changer Megatron something that you want in your Transformers collection? No, it's not. You know, I got this thing on clearance for $8, and I feel like I didn't get my $8 worth out of the toy. The plastic feels cheap. It feels like a KO. There are joints that are just super loose. There are parts that just fall off. It is kibble. You know, it is a triple changer, so I've got to give it that for the kibble, but the fact that the parts just fly off and it feels like this thing's going to crumble in about 10 years, I wouldn't even bother spending the $8. Just pass on this and go for another Megatron figure. So there he is, Megatron from Titans Return.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.